Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. We're going to break down the weekend of July 8th to July 10th, which saw the new release of Thor: Love and Thunder. Also, we're going to check out the 2022 domestic and worldwide charts and preview this upcoming week. So welcome back to another box office breakdown. My name is Max Zimmerg. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, movie rankings, and this show, box office breakdown show, every single Monday. So please subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when those videos come out. We're trying to get to 120 subscribers. Also, please comment down below, what did you see in the movies this weekend? Where did you see this upcoming weekend? And what are your thoughts on the box office? Are you disappointed by some movies? Shocked by some movies? Let me know. And also, please like the video, guys. The thumbs up button. That takes support the show. So let's get into this weekend, July 8th to July 10th. And that, of course, is the debuting Thor: Love and Thunder, debuting in #1 with $144 million, 0.1 domestically. This is the biggest opening of the entire Thor franchise, including the first two Thor films, Thor: Dark World and Thor: Ragnarok. Thor: Ragnarok opened at $121 million, and this opened with $144. So clearly the divisiveness of the Thor of this film could hurt it weeks to come, especially how big of a second week drop it takes. But this is a franchise best for the Thor franchise, 144. And as I said, it really comes down to see if this is a truly successful film or not based on its second weekend drop, which we'll talk about next week. But Thor: Love and Thunder, very good opening weekend. Continuing with Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness is really good start to the year for Marvel. In second place this weekend, in its second weekend, is Minions: The Rise of Gru. Thor's from Disney. Minions: Rise of Gru is from Universal. 46.1 million in second weekend. That is a 57% drop, and already domestically in 2 weekends, 210.6 million for Minions: The Rise of Gru. This is Universal's maybe their most successful franchise. $2 billion films in this franchise, with the last 2 films, Despicable Me 3 and Minions 1. This did not take the usual 60 to 70%. It did get 57% drop, but also had massive competition with Thor: Love and Thunder, but still picked up another 46.1. So even though Thor and Minions could be around, be the same demographics, people still going out to see Minions: The Rise of Gru. And also the day after Minions came out, it was already announced that Despicable Me 4 will be coming out in 2024. So clearly they are already made their bank on this movie and already moving on for the next one. In third place is Top Gun Maverick in its 7th weekend. Top Gun Maverick gets another $15.5 million, a 40% drop in its 7th weekend, which is its biggest drop since release. And it gets to $597 million domestically. Still amazing what this movie is doing. I think it could even it's already played, obviously opened for Memorial Day. Then it had commercials for July 4th, did well last week. I think this can play all the way up to Labor Day and see what this movie does. Still the most successful movie of the entire year. And Top Gun Maverick, took its biggest drop, is still hanging in there in the top 5 and #3. It has not dropped below #3 since its release. In 4th place is Elvis in its 3rd weekend. It makes $11.1 million, which is a 39% drop. And in 3 weekends, Elvis is up to $91 million. So this film is doing really good. It was also announced yesterday that this film will not be hitting HBO Max in the usual 45 days for Warner Brothers. They want to keep this movie playing throughout the fall, obviously doing that for Oscar purposes, to keep it relevant during Oscar season. So while the Batman and movies like that have been pushed right to HBO Max in 45 days, Warner Brothers is going to be heavily pushing Elvis throughout awards season by keeping it in theaters for a long time. So we'll see how long Elvis will be in the top 5, but so far, still good numbers for Elvis. And rounding out the top 5 is Jurassic World Dominion in its 5th weekend. Jurassic World Dominion, also again a Universal movie, $8.5 million. It's a 47% drop. First time it's made under $10 million for a weekend. And Jurassic World Dominion has now made $350 million here domestically. So out of this top 5, you have 2 Universal films, you have a Paramount film, a Warner Brothers film, and a Disney film. rounding out the top 5. So far this year, Top Gun Maverick is still the #1 movie of the year with 597 domestically. This is all domestic totals now. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is still #2 with 411. In third place is The Batman with 369. Jurassic World Dominion goes up to #4. It's at $350.5 million and should be able to pass The Batman, if not this week, the following week. In 5th place is Minions: The Rise of Gru. In 2 weekends, it's in 5th place of $210 million. In 6th place, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is at 190. Uncharted's at #7, Uncharted at 147. Thor: Love and Thunder in just 1 weekend is a #8 with 144. You would assume Thor: Love and Thunder would at least be in the top 6 heading into next week, maybe even top 5. Lightyear is at #9, even though it's in the top 5 for 1 or 2 weekends. It's made over $100 million domestic, #9 with $112 million. And The Lost City wraps up the top 10, which are the 10 $100 million films with $105 million. So we do have now 10 $100 million films this year. Really, really exciting. Lightyear, really disappointing numbers. It is now the lowest, it's made the least amount of money at the domestic box office for any Pixar film. And if you look at the worldwide charts, Top Gun Maverick is still the #1 movie of the year, $1.1 billion. We'll see if we find another billion-dollar movie somewhere this year. Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness is #2 worldwide at 947. Jurassic World Dominion climbs to #3, third biggest movie of the year with $876 million. Does not look like that will get to $1 billion, but still big numbers for Jurassic World Dominion. It will be the first film in the Jurassic World trilogy to not get to $1 billion. The Batman's #4 with another $768 million. Minions: The Rise of Gru is at #6. It's made $400 million worldwide. As I said, the previous 2 films, Despicable Me 3 and Minions, both got to $1 billion. It would take a lot for Minions: The Rise of Gru to get to $1 billion. It needs 600 more million. And it's already been in theaters for 2 weeks, but there's not really another mega big time movie through the summer. So we'll see if Minions can get there. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore is #7. It's made $398 million. Uncharted's #8 with $397. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2, sorry, it's also at $393 million. Thor: Love and Thunder is at #11 worldwide. So it will probably get into the top 10. Thor: Love and Thunder with a $300 million opening weekend. So that is this weekend's box office big winners, including Thor: Love and Thunder, Minions: The Rise of Gru, and Top Gun Maverick, and really Elvis as well, as Lightyear continues to disappoint at the box office. So upcoming, we have 2 new wide releases hitting theaters. Again, these are not major movies, but there are 2 new wide releases hitting theaters this weekend. The first one is for the children's market, the animated film Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank. That is hitting theaters this week, as well as Where the Crawdads Sing also hits theaters this weekend. 2 not so big movies, but they are both wide releases hitting theaters this weekend before probably the biggest movie left of the summer next week, which is Nope. So that's my box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. Please subscribe, ring the bell, comment, like the video. My upcoming videos here on the channel, you'll have on Wednesday a spoiler review of the season finale of Miss Marvel. Thursday, you'll get my review of Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank. That's coming on Thursday. Other reviews coming down the line, and back here on Monday, breaking down those 2 new movies as well. What does Thor drop off in the second weekend? We'll break it down here on this box office breakdown show, and I'll see you here next Monday.